Good morning, guys. My white chocolate cheesecake has been in the fridge all night. Now I'm going to make some white chocolate ganache, which I'm using a bag of Milky Bar buttons, which is 94 grams. And I'm just going to drizzle some fresh cream over it. So that's like a quarter of a tub of fresh double cream. I'm going to melt that in the microwave on 10-second blasts so that it makes a nice ganache to pour over my cheesecake. That was in the microwave 3 times, just on a 10-second blasts. Now then, as you can see, white chocolate ganache with fresh cream goes quite yellow, so I add to it some of this icing and frosting whitener, Ingenious Edibles, and you'll get that in Hobbycraft. So I add a few drops of that and it brings it back to a nice sorry, I don't need to take the lid off. You just turn that top bit. So I just start off with a couple of drops. As you can see, it brings it back to a nice white chocolate colour. You can put this in your ganache. You can put it in your buttercream. You can put it in anything, really. It's edible. Well, it would have to be, wouldn't it? So there we go. That's nicely coming back to a nice white chocolate colour now. Just like when your Milky Bar, before you melt your Milky Bar. I don't like the yellowy colour that white chocolate ganache goes. So that's a lovely colour now. Just going to take my cheesecake out of the tin. Take a palette knife and spread around the sides to make it look a bit fancier. See, these ingredients, these measurements are just right for a cheesecake. You get more filling than biscuit. You get your biscuit base and it's not too thick with these measurements. Just fill in the little gaps with a knife and then bring it in. There's chunks of white chocolate in this. This is why I don't melt white chocolate and put it in the mix. I like to put the chunks in because I like a chunky cheesecake. Same as with the mini eggs and the cream egg. You can melt your white chocolate and put it in, melt it, and it does crisp up as your cheesecake firms up, but I like it quite chunky, my chocolate in my cheesecake. And we're putting a white chocolate ganache on top. It just works for me. Just be careful getting it off your base. I've got greaseproof paper underneath. Just need to peel that off. A bit of ganache board. There we go. Pull your ganache over it, push it to the sides and let it just drip over the sides. Right, I'm just going to put that in the fridge and then I'm going to pipe some fresh cream around it. Pop the rest of your fresh cream in your mixing bowl. With 2 tablespoons, good heaped tablespoons of icing sugar and a teaspoon or half a teaspoon, depending how sweet you want it. I use a teaspoon, but you can use half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. It just gives you fresh cream a bit of a boost. Because it's a bit bland. It can be a bit bland, can't it, fresh cream? But if you add some icing sugar and some vanilla, just mix that till it's thick. Now that's thickened up, I'm going to put the rest of this white chocolate ganache in and just fold it in. You don't need to whip it again because it's thick enough. Fold that into your fresh cream. Don't overdo it, just gently, or else you'll end up with soup. There we go. Some of your ganache will have drizzled onto your board, but it doesn't matter, because it all adds to the white chocolate flavour. When you cut it up, that will have firmed up and you can have that piece with your dessert. Right, so I'm just going to put some blobs around the sides. Just using a large closed star nozzle. And I've got 3 bars of this Lindor white, which I've already got some. I chopped 1 bar up and put it